What I got in the mail. Oh, I'm so excited. This is awesome. In such good condition and for such a great price. Oh, hello guys. Didn't see you there. So, this came in the post for me just this morning, and yep, this is what many of you guys think it is. This is the Bendy Tentacle Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 by Toybiz. And I'm very, very excited right now because I've wanted this forever. Now, as I'm sure most of you guys know, it's the most popular video on my channel, but I do already have a Doc Ock figure review, and that is one of the other Doc Ock figures that Toybiz have made. They made quite a few from Spider-Man 2, and that is the Tentacle Attack one, which is alright. As I've said in the review, it looks nice, but unfortunately that's really about it. It doesn't have much play value to it because it's quite fragile. But yeah, so this is the other version they released, which is the better version, as seems to be universally agreed by just about everyone. And this is the the Bendy Tentacle version, and it's absolutely amazing. So I've literally just opened this from the post envelope, and I'm really, really excited to take a look at this guy. So I thought I'll just go straight ahead, first impressions, put them on YouTube. So, looking at all of these gaps in the back, I think what we'll do is we'll take a look at the arms and the figure separately. So, just raise that a bit. There we are. Now, likeness, actually really, really good. It does look like Alfred Molina. Face paint isn't quite as good as what it could be. For some reason, they've painted the eyes just brown. They haven't given them a dot. But there's no bleeds. There's no inaccuracies or anything, any horrible drippings or anything. Hair's quite nice. You got a bit of a brown wash. It doesn't show up much on camera, but you have got a brown wash there just to kind of highlight it a bit. Nipples, apparently. They always did the shirtless version, even though he did wear... At one point, he wore like a brown leather inner coat, and then, which I think is supposed to be this, actually. And then he wore like a black shirt, but they always love going that bit where he's just full on showing off his nipples, like, Peter Parker and the girlfriend. I don't know why, but very flexible PVC coat, actually a lot more flexible than the previous one. It's a shame I don't have the previous one with me to compare it to. But yeah, this is really, really cool. Now, it's interesting because a lot of reviews I've seen said the head doesn't move. Well, it kind of does quite easily. So, I don't know, maybe you guys just need to really, just loosen it a bit, but try not to break it, obviously. But yeah, you've got quite a good range of motion, actually. Arms can go right the way up, so that's quite a large range of motion. Sadly, only single jointed elbows, which it's weird because the one with the tentacle attack had a lot more articulation, whereas the one that has the more articulated tentacles has a lot less articulation. A bit strange, that. But yeah, the body is one solid piece. There's no movement there whatsoever. Legs can kick forward as well as come out to the side. There's a swivel at the top of the legs. There is a double bend at the knee, which is interesting. The feet can go forward and back only slightly because it's hindered by the sculpt. And there is toe articulation. Can they pivot from side to side? No, they can't. So, yeah, I'm not sure if this figure came out first, maybe, and then for the tentacle attack, they made some improvements. There's also a rotation at the hand. No finger articulation, which is another thing that the tentacle attack version had. The only thing I will say that's sloppy is these buttons on the coat. Paint could have been applied better. But I really love all this detail of the rips, where you can see like where the arms have just torn straight through. You've got the nice detail of pockets there. And the coat is quite dirty, so they've given it a bit of a paint wash on the insides there. Unfortunately, the paint is kind of rubbing off here, which is unfortunate. but it's not too bad, and it's a tatty coat anyway. So yeah, he looks really, really cool. A bit difficult to get him to stand, but I worry how difficult that will be when we put the arms on. So I'll just leave him there, and we'll take a look at the arms. So there are two different types of tentacle. There's the top two arms, which look like this. They're more pincers, they're much more grabby, and as you can see, they're fully articulated, so proper bendy wire in them. It's really, really good. I will say they're not quite as long as I would like them to be, but I know Hasbro are releasing their version, and thankfully they are much longer, so that's good. But one thing that does annoy me about the Hasbro one is the paint is awful, and I say that because, these have got this lovely metallic silver, and they've even painted the yellow on the one end. That Hasbro haven't done that. And then if you open the claw, you've got the sort of eyepiece, and apparently a lot of people don't understand why this is red and that's blue. Apparently they do have these little lights in there, but it's just in a lot of the lighting you can't actually see it, but they do apparently have these blue lights here and these red lights there, so they've done their best to kind of replicate that. I actually don't mind it because it just looks a lot more interesting than it just being like a plain silver, but the articulation is brilliant. So you've got hinges here and even on the tip of the claw, so you can have various different bit tight, that one, various different claw poses, and you've even got a rotation at the end, which is very cool. Really like that. I want to be a bit careful actually, because I can't seem to move this one. It feels a bit gummy, so yeah, do not want to break this. So very nice, and as you see, really, really good bendy wire. And then taking a look at the bottom claws, you can see the difference. Just open that out. There is quite a difference. These ones have got like these additional pincers on them. Now these, oh wait, they do they? I'm not sure. Yeah, they do. Unfortunately, not all of them are moving, which I don't want to force them in case, I break them, but you do have a hinge there and also a hinge here. It would have also been nice if you had a hinge at this end bit here, but maybe that would have been asking a bit too much. But as you can see, this one is just red. You've got the eye in the center, and then you've got all this redness here. But once again, you've got this lovely metallic silver paint, which just adds to it. You've got the little plugs, which we'll try and plug them in. It's my first time doing this. Now, I think the yellow has to face downwards, so yeah, you just have to kind of line it up. And I've heard many nightmare stories that apparently these don't stay in all that well. I don't think it helps that the coat is kind of pushing it out. But yeah, bottom facing down. Clip that in. There we are. Might just take a bit of fiddling. Then top ones. That went in as good as anything. And then last one, you might just need to kind of push the coat aside. You really have to feel it click in there. And yeah, there we have the arms. So let's try bending them. That's cool. Sorry if I can't get all this on camera. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. We'll bring that one round. It's just trial and error, really. You might just need to mess with it a bit, but bring that round. No major issues, and yeah, there you've got your Doctor Octopus. Now, as I said, they're not quite as large as I would like them to be, and oh gosh, that is really weighing that back. Yeah, I think this guy's definitely going to need a display stand. I've seen many people displaying theirs with a display stand. Let's try and get that a bit more over. Yeah, I think they could do with being just a tad longer, so you could really kind of bring them fully around. But I mean, that still looks great. That still looks great. Oh, I just wish I had the super articulated Spider-Man. That would be amazing right now. Yeah, I'm not having much luck in balancing this guy, but I suppose if he's on the shelf and you just lean him against the wall, you're not going to be any the wiser. But just to show you guys what that looks like, that is brilliant. Now, he is supposed to come with the glasses. Sadly, this version didn't. Well, oh no, this version does, but my one in particular didn't. I actually got this on eBay, £40, which I think is a phenomenal price, because if you go on eBay right now, especially in the UK, and you see just how much this is going for boxed, yeah, it's quite insane. So no, I can't get him to stand, but it's really cool. I imagine this was a lot of fun for kids, although I did hear that these were very fragile. Oftentimes when you find them secondhand, there's always bits of the claws missing, and it's quite frustrating, especially for the prices people are still expecting you to pay for them. But this one was fully complete. From what the lady described, it had just been on the shelf, so a little bit dusty, but very, very good condition. This is amazing. I can't believe I actually own this. All I need now is a super articulated Spider-Man, and I'm good to go. So it'll be interesting when I get the Hasbro version to do a comparison between the two of these. That'll be really cool. But yeah, overall, I really, really do like this, even despite the issues of standing. So I'm going to have a bit of a play around with the arms, and try and get them a much better pose. I might try using some boiling water just to see if I can get these claws to work properly. But I love how you can, there's so many looks you could go for. That really is cool. You can even open up all the pincers there. You could even have one of them. Actually, there's an idea. I wonder if that would support him. Yeah, there you go. So if you need some help with your Doc Ock standing, you could always use the bottom legs, because that's what the bottom legs are actually designed for. They're designed for him to walk on. So you can actually support him like that if you want to. So yeah, really, really cool. So yeah, just thought I'd show this off to you guys. Like I say, it literally just came in the post this morning, and I really, really like it. This is a very, very awesome figure. So hope you guys have enjoyed the video. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you think. I mean, just how lucky I've been to find this for such a great price. It's absolutely fantastic. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Stay safe and happy wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.